Ninth, the lowest level of the lowest grade. The Buddha said to Ananda and Vaidehi, those who attain birth on the lowest level of the lowest grade are the sentient beings who commit such evils as the five gravest offenses, the 10 evil acts, and all kinds of immorality. Owing to such evil karma, the fool like this will fall into evil realms and suffer endless agony for many kalpas. When he is about to die, he may meet a good teacher who consoles him in various ways, teaching him the wonderful Dharma and urging him to be mindful of the Buddha. But he is too tormented by pain to do so. The good teacher then advises him, if you cannot concentrate on the Buddha, then you should say instead, homage to Amitayus Buddha. In this way, he sincerely and continuously says, homage to Amitayus Buddha, Namo Amitofu, 10 times. Because he calls the Buddha's name, with each repetition, the evil karma which he has committed during 80 kotis of kalpas of samsara is extinguished. When he comes to die, he sees before him a golden lotus flower like the disk of the sun, and in an instant he is born within a lotus bud in the land of utmost bliss. After 12 great kalpas, the lotus bud opens. When the flower opens, Avalokitesvara and Mahastamaprapta teach him with voices of great compassion the method of extinguishing evil karma through the realization of suchness of all dharmas. Hearing this, he rejoices and immediately awakens aspiration for enlightenment. Such a person is called one who attains birth on the lowest level of the lowest grade. These three together are known as the contemplation of the lowest grade of aspirants and the 16th contemplation. As the Buddha delivered these words, Vaidehi and her 500 female attendants listened to his teaching. Having envisioned the boundless features of the land of utmost bliss, the Buddha Amitayus and the two bodhisattvas, Vaidehi, rejoiced in her heart. Wonder-struck at this revelation, she attained great awakening with clarity of mind and reached the insight into the non-arising of all dharmas. Her 500 female attendants awakened aspiration for the highest perfect enlightenment and desired to be born in that land. The world-honored one gave all of them assurances that they would be born there and that they would then attain the samadhi of being in the presence of all the Buddhas. Innumerable devas also awakened aspiration for the highest enlightenment. Then Ananda rose from his seat, stepped forward, and said to the Buddha, World-honored one, what should we call this sutra, and how should we receive and retain the essentials of its teaching? The Buddha answered, Ananda, this sutra is called the visualization of the land of utmost bliss, of the Buddha Amitayus, and of the Bodhisattvas, Avalokitesvara and Mahastamaprapta. It is also called the purification and elimination of karmic hindrances for attaining birth in the presence of all the Buddhas. Hold fast to this sutra and do not forget it. Those who practice this samadhi will be able to see during their lifetime the Buddha Amitayus and the two Mahasattvas. If good men or women simply hear the name of this Buddha or the names of those two Bodhisattvas, the evil karma which they have committed during innumerable kalpas of samsara will be extinguished. And so, how much more merit will they acquire if they concentrate on them? You should know that all who are mindful of the Buddha are like white lotus flowers among humankind. The Bodhisattvas Avalokitesvara and Mahastamaprapta become their good friends. They will sit in the place of enlightenment and be born into the family of the Buddhas. The Buddha further said to Ananda, bear these words well in mind. To bear these words in mind means to hold fast to the name of the Buddha Amitayus. When the Buddha had spoken thus, the Venerable Mahama Udgalyayana, Venerable Ananda, Vaidehi, and all the others greatly greatly rejoiced to hear the Buddha's discourse. Then the world-honored one returned to the vulture peak through the air. There Ananda fully explained to the assembly what had happened. Innumerable humans, devas, nagas, yaksas, and all the other beings greatly rejoiced to hear the Buddha's teaching. Having worshipped the world-honored one, they departed. This is the end of the sutra on visualization of the Buddha of infinite life, delivered by Shakyamuni Buddha.